Hi, welcome to Nerd Culture. I'm Armand Gutierrez. Today with me I have
David Barron.
And David is a longtime runner in the comic book industry. You already know his name, not only from Justice League, but other titles as well. One title you may not know him from, or you definitely know him from, is Bloodshot Reborn. What can you tell us about Bloodshot Reborn?
Bloodshot Reborn is the latest incarnation of Bloodshot. It continues from where Valiant left off, one of Valiant's crossover books. And we go with Bloodshot as he struggles with the loss of his nanites. The best thing I want to say about Bloodshot is the writing. We have so much faith, or Valiant, I should say, had so much faith in the book and what Jeff Lemire brought to the book that they actually put forth 25 scripts already. So there's 25 scripts already written before number one was ever released. And the truth is that type of backing really paid off because the book is phenomenal. I've read up to issue 11. I have art for issue 11. Yeah. Issue 5 just came out. We already have art to issue 11. The first one was Miko's art. Brilliant stuff. Next run that we're working on right now is Butch Geist. And then after that, Luis LaRosa follows him. And every Valiant fan knows Luis LaRosa really brings it. They're going to enjoy a very deep and dark ride into someone's mind and body and soul of who they are and how they cope without superpowers, and then how they get those powers back. It's very interesting. It's one of my most rewarding books I've actually worked on in a long time, and being around in comics for 20 years, working on Planetary and Authority with Warren Ellis and John Cassaday, Mark Miller and Frank Quitely. That's saying a lot. What Jeff Lemire is bringing and the roster of talented artists. I am so lucky being a part of it. I can't thank Valiant enough for putting me on, and I hope that I impress with every page.
Yeah. Wow. You said it was a dark title. How dark are we talking? I understand that you have a comic called The Book of Death. Are we talking about like true blood and gore? Are we talking about psychological? What kind of darkness are we looking at?
We're talking about The Book of Death is more of the summer crossover. The Bloodshot Reborn is a darkness in terms that we're examining a killer who was controlled by the government, losing his ability to heal himself, losing the ability to run fast, losing the ability, because the nanites in him, controlled everything. So if he wanted to run fast, he got to. If he was, as long as he ate protein, he was superhuman. And now without that, everyone's coping. So you got to figure, he's going under somewhat depression. His body is finally sick and hungover for the first time. His body is tired for the first time. And then not only that is the way that the nanites used to talk to him. He's without those, so his mind's not right. And as we find out in issue 1, he's starting to hallucinate, and we're trying to find out a little bit more about what those hallucinations are as he goes. He ends up meeting someone in issue 4. We see a little bit about that in 4, 5, and so on. And so it's dark in the sense that it messes with your mind. If you really want to read into the comic book, you're going to go on a dark tale. You're going to watch something on the lines of Seven, in terms of like how dark that is, or, it's an adventure ride for people who like a little bit more seriousness to their comics, but still want their comic superhero. He's still going after the bad guy. He still is the good guy. Maybe it's the anti-good guy, but he's still the good guy. And you're just kind of finding how Bloodshot is going to somehow become Bloodshot again, because the Bloodshot that we've known him before the Valiant, he's not that character anymore.
Wow. Holy cow. So where can people find you? Where can they find your books?
You can find my books right now. I'm exclusive with Valiant. They signed me up to a 3-year deal, which is awesome. So for the next 3 years, all my work will be in Valiant titles. You can find Valiant titles in any comic book store, online, digital, in print. I'll be at New York Comic Con coming up after NerdCon. And then online, you can find me on Twitter at MyZombies. You can find me on DeviantArt just by the name David Barron. Instagram's also MyZombies. I'm online pretty often.
Cool. Thanks so much, David. And that's Nerd Culture. We'll see you next time.